Combs have won the toss.
PA announcer.
All right, folks, we're here on the John Ollie Fifth Quarter Show. I'm John Gray. Good morning to you. We made a trip to Nashville last night to Pearl Cone, and what a trip it was, Coach. A lot of athletes on the field.
Lots of athletes on the field, and one of the better football teams in our state. They played for the state championship last year, got beat in the state championship game. Their quarterback last year was a senior, and he was a big, strong athlete. This young man that's playing quarterback for him is a sophomore. And so their fortunes of getting back to the state championship will ride probably on his shoulders one night. Now, I don't know if that's a quarterfinal game or a semifinal game.
Right.
Defensively, they're probably the best defensive football team that we've seen this year. So their defense will give them a chance to be in every ball game until they finally meet up with people who have the same caliber athletes they do. And then that's when I think that sophomore quarterback will have to make plays that he doesn't have to make right now. And he definitely doesn't make them in pressure situations. Ever since they lost to NBA the second week of the season, they've been on quite a roll. I don't know what their spread is on beating people, but
it's huge. I've been sort of keeping up with it, and they always score in the 50s.
And the other team is very low.
Right.
As defensively, they get after you. They're very fast, very quick.
Very, very fast.
And so anyway, it was a tough night for the Wildcats. Even tougher from the standpoint that we had injuries that just mount up on top of injuries and makes it really, really tough. Even this week as we put special teams together, we were, putting people out there for the first time that had never been on the kickoff team or the punt team or whatnot. And we even had one that was got sick yesterday, and we were making replacements yesterday. And so anyway, the injuries have mounted up to the point where we mutually agreed with Warren County to cancel our JV game that we had scheduled for Monday night, as we're down to only about 15 players that are able to play in a JV game. And Warren County had lost their quarterback and was down to one quarterback, and they didn't want to take a chance on losing him for their varsity. And so anyway,
it's tough. It's tough.
But our freshmen play in the Lions Bowl for the second year in a row after us missing it for several years.
And that'll be what, Tuesday night?
That'll be Tuesday night, and we play against Shelbyville.
Oh, that'll be good.
So that's kind of a rematch. We played them early in the year, and so it's a good challenge for our freshmen here to end up their season on a good note.
So, and I think Shelbyville last night was about the only team around here that won. I mean, everybody else, McMinnville, Manchester, Franklin County,
Lincoln
Columbia,
County.
Just about everybody got beat. And I think Shelbyville won their game and won kind of handily. Played a good ball game. So that'll be a fun game. Tuesday night. So make sure and go out and check on that. What we'll do right now is we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the first quarter of Tullahoma Wildcat football at Pearl Cone, Nashville.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
What if every tailgate came with 3 months of wins? With an Ascend Auto Loan, you have the option of delaying your first payment for 90 days. That's a whole season on us. What if a loan application were as laid back as a Sunday drive? At Ascend, we make the auto loan process easy so you can apply for your loan and be on your way. Come to an Ascend Financial Center near you and see what's possible.
Since 1917, Builder Supply has been the place to go for all your building materials. It's where the contractors have shopped for years. Builder Supply stocks quality Benjamin Moore paint, Tamco shingles, case knives, DeWalt, Stanley, and Makita tools, Peachtree's Southern Rose and Sun windows, Trader's grills, Quickset locks, General Shale brick, Yellow wood, and Pass Load nail guns and nails. Experienced salespeople are there to help you find the right products for your job. So when you're ready to build, whether large or small, think Builder Supply. 301 South Atlantic Street in Tullahoma.
Our captains last night, number 15, Chase Dixon, number 54, Jason Guo, and number 71, Ahmad Taylor. And Ahmad was chosen by the coaching staff to be the Eli Award winner, as well as he has tried to provide leadership in practice this week and keep people focused on trying to finish the season well. But not to run up a white flag, but to keep battling no matter what the odds are against us.
I've not been able to spend a whole lot of time around him, but he must be a really good kid.
He is. He's a very good young man, and very, very smart, very articulate, and has a great smile. That'll open up a lot of doors for him eventually one day.
Yeah.
I saw them standing at the hash marks there. Obviously, we weren't out there when that happened. That's as illegal as can be. You can't do it anymore, because we used to do that.
Right, right.
That's where our Rudy Award winner used to go stand, and after they had a big brawl, they ended that. Their kicker's outstanding. I talked to him a little bit before the ball game there, as he was the only one out warming up for them. And he's a James Wilhoit student.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, he kicks the ball really well. We opened up the game. We missed on the first pass, but we hit Hunter Jewell there, a freshman, who's forced into service because of the injury to Matthew Ross. And then we run Austin Mullins here. If you want to watch how to play linebacker, you can't miss 36 there in the bright pink. And 42, I mean, they will absolutely close on a football. And just over and over, they're making plays against us. And, just couldn't hang on. Needed to right there, but we didn't. And so it puts us in 3rd and long, and we could have had a 3rd and short right there. We come back, and then Chase's arm gets hit right there. If he doesn't get hit, his arm doesn't get hit, we got a young man that's open. We just needed to be able to pitch and catch, but not able to do it. So Race Marin comes on and punts the ball. No, I take it back. I believe there's Race down in it, so I know he didn't punt it. It was Chase Dixon.
He punted. He's quick. He's not that quick. Getting ready to see some speed here.
They open up with a speed sweep, and we missed the tackle right there. Chase, who has become one of our better tacklers, missed him. So they've got they had a second down and short, but they actually hit 2 of our players in the back, one of them out of bounds, and both players got hurt. One of them got hit into the chain and put about a 6-inch circle in the pole on the chain gang over there with his shin, and that was John Smith, and he'll try to play, but he's going to end up by halftime, he's not able to go anymore, as he has absolutely whipped his legs across that pole. And the other one was Jason Guo, who was a two-way starter for us at offensive guard and defensive tackle. And Jason will try to, I think, maybe play one more series, and then he's done for the night. Good job right there. Good tackle by Chase. We have them in a 3rd and 14, I believe. Yes, this is it. 3rd and 14. And they're on a run, a crossing route, high-low on the linebackers, and we don't make the tackle there. We make the tackle there. It's going to be 4th down. They may have gone for it or whatever, but we don't get to find out because we don't make the tackle. We needed to be able to make that open field tackle, and good job there by Jason Spry.
That was a very good job.
We moved Jason back to defensive tackle. We moved Ahmad to linebacker, trying to get a little bit more physical at people coming right at us. And so anyway, we're again going to be able to battle right here to try to get them into a long yardage situation, but when you miss the tackle, it's over.
Yeah.
And you can pick your poison. You know, you talked about what an athlete 5 was, and we thought going into it the best receiver as far as route running, and obviously he could fly, was 1 who just caught that touchdown. And then number 2, we felt like he was there, do it all.
Yeah, he was a little bit shorter, wasn't he?
He was shorter, but he was quick.
Quick
you know,
feet.
You'll see it here in a minute when we have to punt the ball to him, and when we kick off, he runs back and catches one. Matthew Meadows there, and you can't go sideways against them. You just got to find a crack and go.
They'll be out there waiting on you.
Yeah, I mean, they don't run you down quickly. And we took one shot at them right there. We were trying to run deep, and you don't have much time.
No time.
We do hit, Chase hits Nick Barstead there to pick up 3 or 4 yards, but we're still in a 3rd and long, and they're bringing a blitz. We've got a play coming right back into the blitz, you know, so we end up losing yardage there. And Brace Marin will punt this time. And here goes number 2. But it's a great job by the punt team. We stayed after them, and I was afraid he was going to make it back around, but Race was able to get him out of bounds there, and we didn't get anybody's head knocked off. That was the biggest worry I had, that they'd
coming back across the field like that.
Start head hunting. They run a quarterback power. It's what most people call that play nowadays. Pick up 4 or 5 right there. Going to come back, and he's going to lay it out there to the flats. We do a pretty good job of hemming it in. 3 Wildcats there. They only pick up about 3 yards. So we've got them in a 3rd down 4. They fumble the football on the snap, and then they just run right by us. We do a poor job of tackling there. Ty Cox stayed after him, and so we make them line up again, but they don't run. Not the same play, but it's the same concept. They ran a counter with the guard pulling and kicking the end, and the fullback leading up on the linebacker on the previous play, and all they do is they swap. The fullback kicks the end, and the guard pulls and leads up on the linebacker. So we find ourselves down very, very quickly. And they're way offside, so they'll blow that one dead and back them up 5.
Talk about pulling. I've noticed recently in the NFL they're doing a lot of tight end pulling.
Oh, yeah.
And using that tight end for a big blocker.
They pull centers and tight ends and, you know.
Big bodies.
John Moore trying to make the return there, and I'm telling you, they get down the field quickly. And
well, that was about the only one we had an opportunity to return.
Right. There's one other one toward the end that we're able to get our hands on and return it. So we need to respond, and we run Austin Mullins here, and
bang.
You look like you're getting ready to get some yardage, and then
here comes the big linebacker out there like a missile.
The pink blur shows up and obliterates us. We're trying to run some traps in there. We'll finally get a trap or two through there, but it's tough sledding. Third down. And we tried, and trying to hit the freshman there, and tough pass. And it's one of those that we completed over and over and over during the year. And
well, you've got
everything's happening though just a split second faster. And here we line up in a punt formation, throw the football, and I'm all over the official because the guy's got his hand on Matthew's shoulder the whole way. He either called defensive holding or he called pass interference, and that was the whole reason for doing the play.
Right.
Was to try to get an automatic first down.
I tricked you play.
Yeah. And I had told the official before we ever did it, I said, be ready to look for pass interference here. And I said, be ready, it's coming. And then when he didn't, he should have heard that conversation.
I'd like
because
that.
He actually responded to me during these plays right here. And I'm asking him questions, and he's saying yes. And I'm asking him questions, and he says yes. And I'm not being mean or hateful about it. I'm just saying, ball doesn't have to be catchable for pass interference, does it? And, no. And anyway, my last thing was, I said, then why didn't you call him for having his hand on his shoulder all the way down the field holding him? Because that's what he was trying to do, is hold him up for a punt.
Right.
And all of a sudden I get dead silence.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he didn't have, there was no answer. So anyway, we're down, and Matthew Meadows on the return there. Nick Barstead hits Race Marin. We pick up 7 or 8 yards, so we got a second and short. And at this time, Nick's rolled in to play quarterback on a rotation, as we had him subbing for Matthew Meadows, Race Marin, and then Chase, because all 3 of those start defensively, and we were trying to keep them on the field defensively because we needed their speed. And so anyway, we end up with and a great punt by Race right there. I mean, he kicked it out of bounds like we were trying to do, and it was just a great punt. And it ended the first quarter. We're down 21-0. We knew that they were a very tough defensive team. Offensively, we know they have all kinds of weapons that can create problems. Their offensive line is really, really good size. And going into these type games, you want your young men to play hard and play the best you can, but you know that you got to have help from the other team, that you got to have them make some mistakes. And like the very second play of the game, they fumble the ball, but it goes out of bounds instead of us being able to get it. We had the chance for 2 interceptions in the first half that would have stopped 2 of their scoring drives, but we're not able to hang on to it, for whatever be the reason.
And I mean, in a game like this right here, when you're playing a team like that, I mean, you've got to play hard if you don't play hard, the chances of you getting hurt are more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've got to be playing hard and playing quick just to protect yourself, because they're going to be playing hard and they're going to be playing quick, and you know you get unseen hits and stuff like that. That's where people get hurt real bad. And luckily, we had some injury last night, but you know we didn't have anybody. We didn't have to haul anybody off the field and put them in an ambulance.
No.
And that's a good thing.
They beat us up pretty good.
Yeah. So, but we'll be back in just a minute after these commercials, and we'll go into the second quarter. Welcome to Merle Norman, located inside the downtown avenues at 115 Northwest Atlantic Street, Tullahoma. Merle Norman Cosmetics, since 1931, are researched, developed, manufactured, and packaged in the USA, using the highest quality ingredients and unmatched customer service to help women look and feel better about themselves. Also in the avenues is Christie's Gifts, featuring clothing, jewelry, scarves, and many specialty items for women and children. Looking for that special gift? Christie's has it. Want to feel good in your skin? Visit Merle Norman. Want to feel good about what's on your skin? Visit Christie's Gifts, both inside the downtown avenues, 115 Northwest Atlantic Street, Tullahoma.
Unlike all the rest, Southern Community Bank will provide you with a different banking experience because you are our first priority. Our services are intuitive. Our team is friendly. Our approach is refreshing. Our support to the community is unwavering. And our service is clearly unique. We offer accounts that make banking simple and hassle-free with all the conveniences you want and need most. Call Southern Community Bank and experience the bank that is unlike all the rest.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday Miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
Pull and block.
Get him hemmed in there. Ahmad Taylor gets him out of bounds. Here goes speed sweep the other way.
Boom.
And we finally get him down there. I think that may have been Weave that got him. You talk about separating. They can separate real quick from you. You can be right side by side them in coverage, and then separation is made. You know, the first time they ran this play, we were in good shape. We had Jason Spry, who had gotten through to hit the quarterback, but then we struggled from that time on with getting this quarterback. We just struggled with it. Guy that was assigned to get to him, we couldn't get him off the blocks. Way to battle there. We had that was a good job. Ahmad got in the passing lane. And then they just run by us there.
He ran by Mr. Lamoya.
He did.
Ran right out of the camera's eye.
We were running a stunt, and it gets run correctly, you can make a big play. If you don't, you give up the big play. And so that's, what happened on that long run there. And then here, we can't get off the blocks, and they outnumber us by 1 over there. And he's able to get into the end zone. So it's 28-0, and
still 9.5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Life's not fun on our sideline. First and 10 at the -20. We still need to respond, and
had him open.
Yeah, we're just not able to pitch and catch, so everything's a little out of sync. And Nick is now playing quarterback all the time. Does a good check off there. Sees John open, and you think you're going to get 5 yards, and we get about 3.
Too quick.
Yep.
They close
come back, and we're trying to get one in there on the sideline because they are absolutely up in our faces. And we're struggling to get off the line sometimes. Good job by Race, and boy, here they go, though. I mean, he is quick as can be. And there's another time that he's going to be standing, and they don't call this one back. They missed the first block in the back, and the only reason it came back is because the official bumped into somebody on their sideline. And that's the only reason it came back. But they clobbered 2 of us right in the back. And but just the quickness that 2 has when he went and picked up the ball, and good effort by Chase not to give up on it.
That was.
And make them line up and play again. Even and good job there by Race. That's a good break on the football by Race Marin. You watch Chase in the second half, and he will at least make an effort.
Right.
He's not going to give up and just watch them run to the end zone. Well, and he will fight.
The thing about it, when you're playing somebody like this at a different speed level, your convergence point changes. Mm-hmm. And your angles change, because you take an angle that you normally take to get to somebody, they're gone by the time you get there. You've got to adapt your angle.
And the whole reason for scheduling Pearl Cone originally was that if we're a playoff team, then I wanted to see this type of speed before we go to the playoffs, because then you're going to go a couple of rounds deep in the playoffs before you see this type of speed again.
Right.
At least to the second round. So that was the thought process. 2 years ago we could have scheduled Ensworth, but
where in the world is Ensworth?
Nashville.
Is it?
Yeah, they're one of the powerhouses of private school football.
Oh.
Good job right here. I mean, good adjustment. Quarterback and receiver both made the adjustment. We just can't pitch and catch. It's off our fingertips. Had a chance to make 20 yards there, and here Nick's got to step up. When he steps up, he'll make a throw, but it was a small window of opportunity. There was a window there, and we had a receiver there for the first down, but because Nick is running to his left with the pursuit coming behind him, he never can get his hips turned.
Right.
And so therefore the ball is off by about 2.5 to 3 feet. And then we just do a poor job blocking right there. You got to block them. They're definitely coming, and you just got to block them. And we didn't get that done. And so guy basically takes it off races his foot and
bounces, dribbles it once.
Goes right to the end zone with it.
But it was a nice, cool, crisp night. It was a good night for football.
Yeah, it was a first real. I don't know. We had one other one. I believe Page.
Right,
it was a cooler night, but anyway, they had a 15-yard penalty there for unsportsmanlike conduct, so they kicked off from their own 25. So we do get the ball at the 40, trying to. What had happened to Chase, if you see it on the videotape, you see his right hand is all taped up. He can no longer grip a football to where he could throw it. And so he became part of the rotation out on the receiver end because he can still catch it.
Right.
He just can't grip the ball to throw it. And so Nick hits Chase there, and we've got a 4th down and 3, and so we'll go for it. There's no reason not to. And he hits Chase again, and we get the first down.
Great.
And only the second first down we had. We had a first down in that first drive, and I thought we're going to be okay. And then we mess up there. Never a good feeling when the back goes one way and the quarterback goes the other. So we got a 3rd down and forever right here. And we run a trap. And Austin Mullins picks up the first down.
Isn't that great?
And
what a competitor.
We're kind of using that trap play like a draw play.
Right.
Come back and we actually we're trying to hit some slants, and they take the slants away, and Nick scrambles there, and so they're making some adjustments. We try to get the trap through there again, and able to pick up a couple of yards, but not much. Come back, and we're going to try to put it down that sideline to Matthew Meadows, but ball's out of bounds, and their man had intercepted it, but he was standing out of bounds. So here we are, 4th again, and we're going to come back and hit Race Marin. And he does a great job of creating a little bit of space there.
Good job,
Nick does a good job of putting the ball where it's catchable, and we get a touchdown.
Go Wildcats.
They jump off sides, but we don't want the penalty. We just want to kick the PAT at this point in time. So Matt Marcel puts it through, and it's 42-7, minute 54, and you'll see just how quickly they can go down the field. They're all up close, expecting a short kick. We kick it deep over his head. He runs back there and picks it up. And I'm telling you, it is an absolute battle. Levi Langham makes the play along with Jeremy Durham. I said Durham. Jeremy Dameron.
Dameron, yeah, there you go.
I get it right. And their man tackles number 2 for us.
Huge pickup.
And got pretty good coverage there. And we're going to come back right here, and it's going to be a touchdown. Not a difficult route. We just missed tackles. And if you don't close on them immediately, if you're not closing while the ball's in the air, you're not going to. We're not going to be able to do anything. So
I'm going to find them.
Instead of it being 42-7, it's going to be 49-7. And we're going to take one shot right here as far as trying to pick up 10 or 12 yards. We're not able to do it, so I make a decision just try to run the clock out because I sure don't want to give it back to them. Ball was in the end zone again, and I believe we had them with 12 people on the field, but anyway, not called. We don't complete the pass, and been a 5-yard penalty anyway, so not any real big deal. And good effort there by Austin. It's a way to keep fighting and struggling. And all we're trying to do now, they got people back really deep, is just run the clock out. Go to halftime, down 49-7. We know what our situation is. We know,
right.
It's just a matter of, hey, keep playing hard, have some pride about yourself.
Don't get hurt.
And, get after them. Don't give up. Don't wave a white flag.
And it was
battle.
Yeah, it was senior night there that night.
It was.
Last night, so that seemed like quite a bit of time to get that done. But they had their, every time we go up there, they've got a red tent over there and they're frying fish. And so Terry Pockris got his traditional pearl comb fried fish sandwich for dinner last night.
Okay.
And several other people had a fried fish sandwich. So that was something that's interesting and fun to get when we're in Pearl Comb. So what we'll do right now is we want to thank Mio Mayo, go see Mayo down at the Donut Palace right across from Tullahoma High School. Get one of these little fat pills. They're good for you. They might not be good for your sugar, but they're good for your attitude. Donut Palace. Go see them today. We'll be right back.
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly lending pros at convenient offices across Tullahoma, we love our community and we take pride in helping people get the loans they need. Citizens Tri-County Bank, focused on making loans for the individuals and businesses of our community.
As football is a tradition in our community, so is Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We were here then, we are here now, serving our community for over 45 years. Continue the winning combination, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration for the win. Call 455-8757, the name you can trust.
Are you a shoeinista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bren's Boutique, located at the Downtown Avenues, 115 Northwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma. Just inside the front doors on the right, from funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bren's. Owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Michael Kors, Boheme, and Misty purses, Bandolero and Yellow Box shoes, and Joseph Ribkoff clothing. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends will have? Bren's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for. 115 Northwest Atlantic Street, Tullahoma.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Second half begins, and we try to kick it over their heads again, but they were a little smarter than us. Number 2 started running back there as we approached football that time, he was trying to bait us into kicking it deep.
He
but you know
wanted
what?
that ball.
We got them as deep as we could possibly get them anyway. You had number 1 and number 5 sitting up there where we normally kick. So, and then there, and again, watch 15. He's not going to give up. You know, he's going to do everything he can to take one last swing at his legs. And, you know,
it's all you can ask for.
Yeah. I wish we'd have played it a little better, but we had one guy that had a chance to make the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and once he missed it, I mean, he's just flying past us like we're made of concrete. So, game starts, the second half starts, and we're just giving up another big touchdown. They kick it in the end zone, so we start at the 20-yard line. Same scenario.
Same
over and
story.
over. We try to take a shot deep on them.
Wow.
That's what I said. Linebackers feel big time.
Yeah, that hole was filled for sure.
You know, you look like you got a little bit of a crease in there, and we got a young running back in there that went to the wrong side there, and so it goes from bad to worse.
And during this time right now, I guess, Coach, we've got because of the score, the mercy rule is running, so the clock continues to run all the time.
And watch him. I mean, he just picks the thing up. We got 2 guys standing right there, and once he though accelerates to pick it up,
right,
he's leaving.
He's gone.
Good job though, by we do get him tackled, and that's what you want. And this is where it's going to get really, it's been long already today, but it gets really long because they're going to wait on the clock for the back judge to start counting down on the clock. And I thought we were getting ready to have another one run on us as that running back, who is a backup, he runs through us, runs over us.
And at one point, the clock's just running and nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, it's about a minute, some odd seconds that the officials just didn't do anything. They're just standing there, clock running. Didn't blow the ball into play, I guess, huh?
Right. So anyway, they're delaying, they're draining it down, which is fine. They're getting ready to run the speed sweep this way, or the quarterback power, I guess, this way, and quarterback keeps it, and Austin Mullins will be on the tackle there. Again, Austin Mullins on the tackle. Here comes the quarterback, and now that's the starting wide receiver, and you can see that that's the one we feared the most going into the game. There's a holding on that as Quentin Howard, young freshman, was in there playing corner, and the receiver got on him and then just took him and tackled him to the ground. So anyway, we'll start the fourth quarter. That's all the plays there were in the third.
In the third quarter,
You need to understand that when they scored on the first play of the thing, they kept the clock running the whole time. It didn't stop at the score like it normally would.
Didn't stop for anything.
And so, therefore, we kick off to them. They run one play, all right, which there's maybe a total of 30 seconds that have run off the clock in that situation. Probably a little more because they would sit there and wait on it. So let's say a minute. So 11-minute mark is when they score a touchdown. When we get the ball after the kickoff, we're at 6:42.
Well, normally what happens is like if we're doing that and you're under the mercy rule, you know, if there's a touchdown scored, the clock stops.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of scenarios where that clock stops. Up there, let it roll, baby.
Right.
Let it roll. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter. Daddy Billy's Deli Bar and Grill has been open at 119 Northwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma for over 40 years, serving up good times and great food. Owner Nick Smith has made a great investment to remodel the inside, which is now a non-smoking facility, and add a great outdoor patio area with a covered stage, a fire pit, and a second bar where smoking is allowed. The food remains great at Daddy Billy's, from burgers to paninis, salads, wings, with new items being added all the time. Great sides from onion straws, flat fried potatoes, and Tullahoma's only corn salad. Music and sports are important at Daddy Billy's with jam night every Wednesday night, bands and players on the weekends, and big screen TVs all over the place to watch sports. Daddy Billy's is now open Monday through Saturday and closed on Sunday. As a non-smoking venue inside, all ages are welcome to enjoy the food and fun at Daddy Billy's. With a great selection of domestic, imported, and local craft beers, a full liquor and wine selection, and the best food around, there is no reason for you not to be part of the good times at Daddy Billy's, 119 Northwest Atlantic Street, downtown Tullahoma.
Trucks, and more trucks. Keith Barnett here with the Russell Barnett Automotive family, and we have your next truck. From the Ford F-Series, the Ram, Chevrolet, or the GMC, then look no further than the Russell Barnett family. With over 350 new and pre-owned trucks to choose from, now is the time to buy. Stop by one of our 5 locations. That's Russell Barnett Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Chevrolet GMC, Ford of Winchester, and Russell Barnett Ford and Kia of Tullahoma, or visit us on the web at russellbarnett.com. Why buy anywhere else?
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, family practice dentistry for 29 years.
If you're looking for fuel, food, or fun, don't forget the Dameron Brothers stores. The Short Stop has fuel, food, and beverages. The Liquor Locker carries all of your favorite brands of wines and spirits. It has party supplies, beverages, and the area's best selection of premium cigars. So for all your party needs, Jeff and Jay say, come on by, and thank you for the support of our businesses.
I don't think they had but 3 cars in that parking lot. I mean, I guess they were probably expecting a big
All right,
bunch.
we open up with Procon carrying the football. And there's your counter. Mod Taylor on the tackle. And this time they run the power, and I don't know why he didn't run it straight ahead. He probably could have scored, I believe. Glad he got in there and stutter stepped, gave us time to close the hole, and Ahmad Taylor made the tackle, and maybe he wanted him to score, I don't know. So he came back to run the quarterback power. And now it's 63-7.
And 4 minutes are gone. 3.5 minutes are gone.
Yeah.
In what, 3 plays?
Yep. You know, It was our worst offensive night of the year, as we had several injuries in the offensive line, and tough night for us on both sides of the ball. Our special teams probably played better than any other part of the game for us. I'm telling you, and I know a lot of it has to do with the quickness as far as trying to read, and you know, it seems like they've got somebody for everybody. And we're going backwards here. So we'll end up punting the ball away. And this is the one where you just, you know, this was, I guess, where we
stood back there
forever and bled. A minute, 2 off the clock. That's the first time I've ever been able to do that, so I'll laugh on that one. You know, I kept waiting on the back judge to start his count, and he got the counting players running in and out on the field and all, and so anyway.
And we bled.
We'll just keep bleeding this clock right on down. We may play the last play of the game.
See if we can keep them from getting to 70.
Yeah, Sam Brock there on the tackle. And then they're going to take a knee on, I think that's the last play of the game.
Yeah,
and,
the fastest fourth quarter I believe I've ever experienced.
That's fastest second half I've ever been through. I haven't counted how many plays there were, but it's not many.
Not many at all. But our young men fought and kept fighting, and congratulations to the ones who survived for that. And we've got one more game to play, Coach.
We do. We have a region game against a good Giles County team. They're a playoff bound team, and I guess they're playing for second place. I know Page beat them in a 1-point game.
Right.
And Marshall County and Page play this week. Marshall County's the best team in our district so far, and undefeated in the region play. So Giles County, I don't think they can get second. I think they'll end up at third in our region. And as we talked with our young men last night, we need to finish well, finish the best we can. We know we got an uphill battle here.
Sure.
But let's go play. Let's get ready to play. Let's do the things. We as coaches, we got to put in the time that we would always put in if we were 9-0 right now, getting ready to go to the playoffs. We've got to keep pushing. We got to keep doing the things that we're supposed to be doing. And the players, we ask the same thing. Do the things that you're asked to do. And let's get ready to go down there. They're a good team. They're not in the league of Pearl Cone, okay? But they are a good football team. They had a transfer quarterback come in out of North Alabama that's a good-looking young man, and he's made their offense really, really go.
Well, now really their quarterback went to Marshall County.
That's correct.
So, and he's the brother of the kid that beat Alabama at Ole Miss, right?
That's correct. Yes, the young Wallace, but and I don't know all the things. So there's a lot of those two staffs are intertwined with each other, but anyway, they ended up the young man that we're talking about, the quarterback at Marshall County, was a middle schooler at Pulaski.
Right.
And he ended up at Marshall County, and so anyway.
So they brought one in now, so that somebody came in from Alabama at Pulaski.
At Giles County. And,
so they're good. They play a good brand of football. I mean, I've been keeping up with them all season long, and they won a lot of football games.
They have, and
it'll be interesting.
It'll be one of those where you got to be buckled up and ready to go because they will be physical.
They'll be physical and they'll be fast.
We've already played them in junior varsity football, and they were really physical on the junior varsity that junior varsity game.
So that's next week, folks, next Friday night, and that is at Pulaski in Giles County. We had a pretty good representation last night at Pearl Cone, but we need more people in the seats. Wildcat fever, folks. It's not over yet. We have one more football game to play, so we'll see you next Friday night at Giles County. Until then, enjoy your fall weather. It's beautiful out there.